Guys, it's Fixer back again with another video, and in today's video I want to talk about the kind of sad and depressing state of CODM, which in my opinion will eventually lead to its downfall in the very near future. I mean, if you were to personally ask me, I think this game would survive a maximum of anywhere from 6 months to a year. And I'm talking for like, not in terms of commercial value, but rather the overall, like the CODM community as a whole, because people are gonna play this game because this game is not a bad game. I'm talking about the core OG players because they are absolutely frustrated with the state this game is in right now and the sheer negligence that CODM devs have just shown. But before diving into that, I want to talk about what made older CODM good. Like, why did people start playing CODM? What made this particular game so appealing to that demographic rather? So let's talk about rank. Ranked, the skill required in ranked has literally fallen so hard since the old days. I mean, I find it very tough to say that the current MP rank, or as we like to call it, is even ranked anymore, because when I'm playing at a certain tier, whether it be Grandmaster 3 or even Legendary, as of right now I am Grandmaster 3, I don't see anybody who deserves to be there. Like, I mean, there is the occasionally good player, but 90% of the opponents I go up against, they are only winning because they are using certain things, and I think we all understand what those certain things are, but more on those certain things later. The point is that the overall skill gap has gotten way worse. People who are very bad at the game have the means to compete with the very best in the game, which is literally the complete opposite of what skill-based matchmaking should be. The skill-based matchmaking in CODM isn't based on skill at all. It's dependent more on who uses the most cancerous crap. Like, why the hell should I go up against a MX9 Holger abuser who sits in his mom's basement and plays COD 24/7? I want to go up against, like, at least I want to go up against people who have good movement, they have good aim, etc. Not some fucking RPD spammer at the Blue House and standoff or something. This major problem has caused so many people like me to just leave games. I mean, I'm so frustrated with CODM right now. I'm literally playing older Pokemon games. Those are giving me more pleasure in those 1 to 2 days of gameplay than CODM has given me in the previous month. So let's analyze the more specifics of how CODM was ruined. Number one, broken meta. And I think this should just go without saying that meta has not improved from season 6. It has been absolutely terrible since season 6. There are just certain guns that you can literally be handicapped and still manage to get a nuke with. And as of right now, when I'm recording this video, the meta guns are MX9 and Holger. And I think this is the most noob friendly meta we've had, because the Holger is basically another name for the S36. I mean, it is literally the old S36 but better in every way. And then there's the MX9. That gun's ATS movement speed literally makes you feel like that you are a bull riding on crack. I mean, I don't even know what the devs were thinking. Yeah, this is a completely balanced weapon and it can compete against similar weapons. Like, who the hell in their right minds think that the Chickum and MX9 belong in the same category? The MX9 is literally leagues, if not planets, away from the Chickum. The Chickum takes 2 to 3 bursts CQC to win a gunfight. The MX9 can 3-tap headshot somebody. How is that even fair? Apart from the broken meta, we have other cancerous stuff like persistence, gas grenades, thermites, molotovs, which have honestly pissed me off to no end. And this is like, I won't even be mad at the broken meta for at like till one point, right? Because at least I have the option to use it. But when you're using stuff like persistence, freaking shrapnel, thermites, gas grenades and stuff, there's no countering that. Even if you equip certain perks, they don't eliminate the effects of those perks. Like, you can't use a perk which can like somehow make the thermite less effective. Yeah, you can use like a perk, I don't remember, I think it was demo expert, which reduces, no, I don't think it was demo expert, but I think it was some perk which reduced explosion damage, but it's not that effective. And for gas grenades, I think there is a perk which I think it was tactician, no, not tactician, I don't remember the exact name, but it completely nullified the effect of the gas grenade. And the gas grenade is the most broken thing in this entire game, because even if you use that specific perk that I'm talking about, it still acts like a smoke. How the hell does it even make sense? Now let's talk about a perk which isn't really being talked about a lot and is kind of overpowered in my opinion, and that is Quick Fix. I mean, like, there is barely anybody in at least MP rank right now who doesn't use Quick Fix. Because even though it might seem fair when you look at it, like, imagine gaining HP every time you kill somebody. Like, there is no risk in playing aggressive gameplay. Like, you can just use any SMG like MX9, rush like hell, strafe and do stuff like that, and there is no punishing factor for you, since if you get one kill, you can still challenge another person simultaneously. This has made multi-person gunfights absolutely useless. But I'm gonna do a more in-depth video on the meta in the future probably. But let's talk about something which, again, not a lot of people have been talking about, and that is the optimization of the game. So at least as of right now, I am using a very mid-range device, and so yeah, you could say that, oh, it's just your device, but hey, it's just not my device as well. There are literally bigger creators like iFerg who use iPads, but they still manage to lag on their like $1,000 devices. So like you can't use that excuse, right? And overall, not even just the optimization of the game, the UI feels so sloppy. The UI has gotten sloppier over the seasons, and this is a very real problem that people are not willing to accept as of right now. The third problem that I want to talk about is lack of input from pro players and content creators. This, in my opinion, is the biggest reason which is eventually going to kill the game. And why is that, you might ask? The pro scene literally forms a huge chunk of a game's life cycle. If the pro scene of a game is dead, then the game is gonna have its eventual demise. That's what happened with Critical Ops and similar games like that, because the pro scene was infested with hackers. So the originally good players eventually left the game, and the game is pretty much dead right now. And there are several bigger creators like Noah from YouTube who express their genuine disappointment on the game on their live streams, but Codem has done nothing, like absolutely nothing, to sort of satisfy that type of a player base. Not to mention the fact that at least in like 4 to 6 months, there are better alternatives like Valorant Mobile. I don't exactly know when it's going to release, but it is going to be in 2022. So even if best case scenario, it takes 1 year, that's not a lot of time for Codem. If they keep on going the way they have been doing things, the community is going to die way sooner. So now the problem is, how do we fix ranked? How will we ensure that Codem doesn't die? And there is a chance that we can save it. However, I don't think the devs are going to implement it, and I'm probably not going to talk about it in this video. This was just a little rant that I wanted to do because I am absolutely frustrated with this game state, and it's honestly kind of depressing. Nobody is, or any content creator is making